Hey everyone, T here again. Welcome back to the channel. It's great to have you here today. So today we're going to be making the Bellatrix wallet, and this wallet has been designed by Notorious Alice in collaboration with HJH Custom Creations. Now, this isn't just any kind of wallet. It's actually small but mighty, and this is because it holds up to 4 bank cards, your ID, some notes, and a secure zippered coin pockets. This is perfect for those who love a sleek minimalist carry without sacrificing functionality. Now I'm going to take you through every single step in detail, so grab your pattern, your supplies, and let's dive right in. Here is what you're going to need for this project. Fabric for the main exterior, which is a non-frame material like cork, vinyl, or faux leather. Then you need fabric for the main lining, also non-frame like waterproof canvas, nylon canvas, vinyl, or even faux leather. Next, we need our front applique overlay, and we have to choose from 4 styles. So we've got the sleek curve, the drip effects, the clean modern lines, and the one with sharp corners. So I've gone ahead to choose the one with the clean modern lines. So if you're choosing the one with the clean modern lines, you might have to also use an optional extra overlay, which is what I'm showing you right now. So you're only going to be using this extra overlay if you've chosen to make 2 styles, style 1 or style 3. When you read the pattern, you know what is required of you. Next, we're going to be needing our ID pocket window. And just like the front overlays, we have to choose from 4 styles: the classic rectangle, the love shaped, the bat shaped, and the oval shaped. I've gone ahead to pick the classic rectangle. Next, we have the inner left pocket. So we have 2 inner pockets. This is the left part of the inner pocket, and as you can see, it has 3 card slots openings. Then this is the backing for both inner pockets. So as soon as you're done making the inner pockets, you have like a lining for that. Here is the ID pocket and the backing for the ID pocket. So the ID pocket is cut out of clear vinyl or any vinyl that you feel works for you. Then here are our zipper pocket lining pieces. So these are going to be used to make our zipper pockets. Next to this will be our snap buttons, and we're just using 1 set of this. So these are for the left side and the right side. Then we have our double-sided tape. This is going to be your best friend in this project, and you need just a 1/4 of an inch width for the double-sided tape. Then we have our measuring tools, or let me just call them our rulers. We have our cutting tools as well, your scissors, your thread cutter. Then we have our zipper pull with zipper and pull already fixed to the tape. Next, we have our clips to hold our projects as we go. So because this is a raw edge project or wallet, you do not need interfacing, but if you do need interfacing, make sure you just keep it out of the seam allowances. So like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be going with style 3 of the fabric overlay. That's a modern clean lines look plus the extra overlay tab for a bit of flair. So make sure you pick your preferred style and ID window shape from the pattern instructions. Get those pieces cut, and then let's get sewing. First, we're going to be attaching the front overlay to the main exterior. Now you're going to lay your main exterior piece right side up like I just did. Then place your chosen front overlay applique right side up on top of it. Align the zipper window and outer edges carefully. Make sure you use your double-sided tape. Remember I mentioned earlier that your DST is going to be your best friend in this project. So use your double-sided tape along the bottom edge of the overlay to help keep it stable while sewing. Make sure you align the window edges carefully and the outer edges take it to your machine and top stitch along the bottom edge of the overlay at about 1/8 of an inch from the edge, and this is 3 millimeters for my metric pulse. Don't forget to back stitch at the start and end of your stitching. Once this is done, like I mentioned, because this is style 3, we're going to be using the extra overlay tab. Position it following the template that has been provided in the pattern. Then you're going to be using a shorter stitch length for precision, around 3 millimeters. You are now going to be top stitching all the way around the tab, and if you like, you can add rivets for extra style points. So like I did earlier, I've gone ahead to apply double-sided tape on the wrong side of the extra overlay tab so that it keeps everything in place while I'm sewing. Once this is done, this is actually, or might be, a good stage to add your label, your logo, or your hardware plate if you're using one. And you're going to be adding this at the opposite side of your overlays. So make sure while you are doing that, remember that when you close it up, your hardware plate or your label is facing the right side. Next, we're going to be installing the zipper. First, you're going to be attaching your zipper pull to your zipper tape if you have not done that already. Then you're going to be carefully sealing the zipper tape ends with a lighter. Please be careful not to burn yourself. Note that we're using a size 3 zipper. You're going to be taking one zipper pocket lining piece, laying it right side up, and then you're going to place the zipper along one long edge. Make sure you clip and base stitch this in place with about 1/4 of an inch from the edge. Now we're going to be repeating this on the other side of the zipper with the second pocket lining piece. Now both linings should be attached to the zipper, forming a little sandwich. So you are laying the other zipper pockets lining piece right side facing you, and then you're going to be laying or placing the unsewn zipper edge to this, clip in place, take to your machine, base stitch like we did with the other edge. Once this is done, you're going to be flipping the main exterior wrong side up, and then you're going to apply double-sided tape on at the top and the bottom of the zipper window. Then you're going to flip your the zipper pocket that you just made, flip it, zipper right side or linings wrong side up, press your zipper down. You might use your double-sided tape here again. Then you're going to be laying your zipper window on the zipper. Make sure it is well centered. Then you're going to be top stitching along the bottom edge of the zipper window. Once this is done, you're going to be turning the piece to the wrong side again. Then you're going to bring both zipper pocket linings together towards the bottom, aligning their edges. You notice that one edge is already longer than the other one. Top stitch along the remaining sides of the zipper window to fully secure the zipper. Then you're going to finally be stitching the 3 open sides of the zipper pocket to close it off. So you're going to be folding your exterior piece out of the way so that you're able to stitch the zipper shut. Once this is done, you're going to be trimming any excess zipper pocket lining if necessary. Like I mentioned earlier, the pieces are no longer the same length, so you have to trim excess fabric off to reduce bulk, and it's most likely from the bottom. Now our zipper pocket is done. I'm going to be laying this aside for a moment. Next, we're going to be assembling the inner pockets. I'm going to be starting with the inner left pocket. That's the one without the ID window. You're going to be grabbing your left pocket piece. You're going to get your one of the backing pieces. Then you're going to be getting the longer card slot piece, and one snap button cap. So the snap button cap can either be the male or the female. It doesn't matter which side yet. And we will need a double-sided tape. So we're going to be marking a guideline across the bottom as instructed in the pattern. So what we're going to be doing is you're going to be turning the inner left pocket to the wrong side, and then you're going to be applying double-sided tape to the bottom of each of the card slot openings. So once this is done, you're also going to be applying double-sided tape above the top card slots. But you will notice that in this pattern I went ahead to remove the backings of the double-sided tape. In your case, please don't remove the backings of the double-sided tape yet. So that means we're going to be applying double-sided tape to 4 parts of this particular pocket piece. Next, we're going to be drawing a line, and the measurement is already given in the pattern from the bottom of this pocket piece. Once this is done, we're going to be getting the middle of this line, and this gives us the position for our snap button. You can either, like I said, use the male or the female. Make sure you install this button according to the manufacturer's instructions. And now we're going to be attaching the card slot piece to this. Now you're going to be fixing the card slot piece to the bottom double-sided tape line. Make sure your card slot piece is right side facing you. Then you flip the card slots to the right side and top stitch along the bottom edge of the first card slot opening. Then you're going to be folding down the card slot piece, and you're going to fold on the line that you drew earlier from the bottom of the card of the left inner pockets. As you fold, you're going to form a crease. Then you're going to fold it back upwards so that it aligns with the next double-sided tape line. Then you're going to flip to the front and top stitch along the bottom of the second card slot opening. You're going to repeat the same process again by folding down the card slot piece so that it aligns with, this time around, 3/8 of an inch above the line that we drew earlier. That's above the crease from that we had earlier. Then you fold there, it's going to form another crease. Then you fold it back upwards so that it aligns with the next double-sided tape strip or line. Once this is done, you're going to flip to the right side. You're going to top stitch again under the next card slot opening, and you continue till you get to the very top. Now when you get to the top card slot and you're folded, this time around you're going to make sure your last folding, make sure you're folding 3/8 of an inch above the former card slot. So when you get to the top, you're now going to fold and make sure it touches the last backing and the last double-sided tape that is above the top card slot. You're going to now be top stitching along the top of the top card slots. Then you're going to trim any excess at the top when that is done. Finally, we're going to be placing the pockets backing right sides together with the card slot piece that we just made, and you're going to be clipping along the top edge to keep things in place. Once this is done, you're going to take this to your sewing machine and you're going to be stitching along the top edge at about 1/4 of an inch from the edge. You're going to flip to the right side so that the wrong sides of both the lining or the backing and the exterior pockets are together. Then you're going to be top stitching at 1/8 of an inch, which is 3 millimeters from the top edge. Once this is done, you're going to be setting this aside, but don't forget to clip around your pocket piece so that your card slots stay in place. Then you're going to be setting this aside as we move to the inner right pockets, and this is the one that is with the ID window. So you're going to be taking your right pocket piece with the ID cut out. You're going to also be getting your ID pocket, which is a clear vinyl. You're going to get the backing for the ID pocket, your the remaining snap button parts, and the card slots. First, we're going to place the clear vinyl over the cutout on the wrong side, and we do this by flipping the inner right pocket to the wrong side, and then we're going to place the clear vinyl over it. And to do this, I'm going to be securing this with my double-sided tape. Once this has been placed on the cutout, you're going to be stitching around the opening using a very short stitch length around 3 millimeters for neat curves. So when you're done, you're going to be installing the remaining snap button parts. Like I mentioned earlier, male or female does not really matter. So whichever one, if you install the male, you're going to be installing the other time, you're going to be installing the female. Now if you install the female before, you're going to be installing the male one. Now you're going to be installing it at the center of that small curve that is just below the ID window. Make sure you follow the manufacturer's instructions, and then trim the excess clear vinyl around the stitched area. So you're going to be trimming the top and the sides. Now you're going to be taking the ID window backing. I'm using my main exterior fabric. You can use any vinyl you want. You can use a contrast vinyl or a contrast fabric. Center it over the vinyl and then stitch along the bottom of the first card slot area to secure the backing in place. Once this is done, we're going to be preparing the card slot at the top by applying double-sided tape above and below that card slot. So you're going to be flipping this to the wrong side, apply double-sided tape at the bottom of the top card slot, and then you're going to be also be applying double-sided tape at the top of this top card slot. So you're going to be removing the bottom double-sided tape, and just like we did before, we're going to place the card slot piece along the double-sided tape, the bottom double-sided tape strip, and you're going to flip to the right side to top stitch along the bottom of the top card slot. Once this is done, you're going to be drawing a line from the bottom of this card slot or of this pocket piece, and you're going to fold this card slot down towards that line, make a crease, fold it back up, and remove the double-sided tape backing, then flip to the right side again and top stitch above the top card slots this time around. Once this is done, you're going to be trimming any excess fabric from your card slot lining piece. And just like we did with the inner left pocket, we're going to be joining the backing or the lining of this particular inner right pocket by placing both of these pieces right sides together. Clip the top straight edges together. Then you're going to be taking this to your sewing machine to stitch at about 1/4 of an inch from the edge. Turn to the right side, then top stitch at about 1/8 of an inch from the top edge. Then, like we did earlier, we're just going to clip this in place, and then we are almost done. Now we're going to move to the final assembly. You're going to be taking your main lining piece, right side up, or wrong side up rather, and then you're going to be applying double-sided tape around the edges, staying clear of the seam allowance. Then you're going to be removing the backing of this double-sided tape, and then you're going to be placing the main exterior on top, wrong sides together. So the main exterior is the one that has the zipper pockets that we made at the beginning of this video. But before placing the main exterior on top, you might want to trim any excess fabric that you have from your main exterior. If you have any part that is sticking out from the edges or maybe from the top, just trim out. But if you do not have them, this part is not necessary. Then whichever way you feel works best for you, place both of them wrong sides together. Either you place the lining on top of the exterior or you place the exterior on the lining. Make sure all the edges are well aligned. After you have aligned the edges, if you have any parts that is straying out or straying away, this is the time to trim this. Once this is done, we're going to be laying our inner pockets. So you're going to be placing this main piece or this main panel now, lining side up. Make sure the zipper pocket is at the top while the other side is at the bottom. So to lay the inner pocket, you're going to be placing the one with the ID pockets at the top with the 3-card slot one at the bottom. Clip this in place, make sure all edges are aligned, and then you're going to be top stitching around the entire perimeter at about 1/8 of an inch from the edge. This is 3 millimeters for my metric pulse. If you like, you can apply edge coat for a cleaner finish, but I'm leaving mine raw to showcase the natural edge look. Once this is done, you can trim so that you do not have any parts, or so that all the edges, look flush and professional. And here is it, guys, the Bellatrix Wallet in all its sleek raw edge glory. Despite its sleek and compact size, it holds 4 cards, an ID, folded cash, and a decent number of coins without bulking up your bag. This is a small but mighty companion indeed. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more detailed bag and wallet sewing projects like this. Drop a comment letting me know what style of Bellatrix you're going to be trying out. I'd love to see your versions. Thanks for watching and happy sewing. The link to the pattern is going to be in the description below. See you all next time and bye for now.